We already have one of the most magnificent animals at Pipeline Quarry. We are back in the east, and it is good to be back traversing familiar areas that I know so well. Good morning, my name is Lauren. Rian is on camera. Don't know how long this giraffe is going to hang around for, but we're going to try and stick with it for just a little bit because this is a natural water hole, and we have had some of the most fantastic sightings here with elephants, but still, and already the water is receding. Wow. It's not Clo Dam, but it's still a dam with Clo. It's Shikudu Dam. A huge dam that I haven't seen too much happen at, but look at this. The Ellies are well and truly here. It's already really hot, slightly uncomfortable, and it's 10 o'clock in the morning. It's unbelievable. It was cold this morning. It's remarkable how much it heats up. But this is part Kalahari. It's a bit of a melting pot here between the sort of Kalahari environment and the low felt. So you'll see vegetation that belongs to both and terrain that belongs to both. It's a bit of a hot spot between the two, which makes it so remarkable. You definitely get the low felt rainfall and the sort of Kalahari terrain. And it mixes itself into the wonderful place that we know as Madikwe. Our elephants are just having the best time. There is no other way to describe this. It's just, they just love it. And I want to say they're having a whale of a time, but of course that's not correct. It's actually really incorrect. Cetaceans, which includes dolphins and whales, when you want to sort of collectively talk about them, they're called cetaceans. And they've actually evolved to become the most dominant group of marine mammals, with the highest level of not only taxonomic but also ecological diversity. It's a huge group, and their closest living relatives are the hippos. So it would be correct for Ralph to say this hippo is having a whale of a time, but sadly not elephants. The divergence of pachyderms and cetaceans was a long time ago, and they're no longer sort of remotely connected. But the manatees, on the other hand, the African manatee, which is on my bucket list, is closely related to elephants. So maybe they're having a manatee of a time. Have you seen a manatee, Rian?
No.
This is ridiculous. Mama and calf. No tantrums, this calf is getting what it wants, suckling.
So, yes, we are at Djuma now, and looks like we have a bull, waterbuck, that is having a bit of a mating session with a female. Lots of wind, so you might hear the whizzing of that. It is the time for lots of mating to start happening, so this might be quite a regular occurrence from here on out. With the rutting season just starting, this is now the time with the increase in testosterone in the males. As always, we do see the zebras prefer the opposite bank drinking here, and they very often make this sort of half circle type formation. And I think it's just particular to the zebras. They come in a real uniform type setup. The springbok are a little bit more haphazard. The oryx, they like to walk right into the middle. And in the blue wildebeest, they come also a bit more sporadic in fits and starts, little groups as they come in. And the impala like this left-hand side as well as the springbok. The animals coming through in their droves now.
Yeah, we really enjoy the nice warm days here in Amakhala, because now we are slowly heading towards winter, and before we know it, it is going to get cold out here. Shame, and I remember Lauren, who was here this time more or less last year. I think she came in August. It was particularly cold that time of the year. Shame, and I think, you know, if you're not used to the Eastern Cape and you get hit with that cold, it's quite a strong cold, if you ask me. But being a local to this area for the last 7 or 8 years, I've gotten used to it. Yeah, escape to nature will always be a special thing for me, because I started with Wild Earth almost a year ago. Sure, August will be a year. And I was, of course, on the dam cams, and the dam cams are very much included in the escape to nature experience. So for me, escape to nature will always be a special time in the day for me. And so it is heading off towards the end of the experience. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us. I hope you've all enjoyed the Escape to Nature experience for all these months, and we look forward to coming back to you again soon. Hopefully it'll happen sooner than we think. But anyway, we are ending off. Hope you all have a fantastic day, and that we will see you in the Sunset Safari. Myself and Morgan will be off for the Sunset Safari, so you won't see us, but you'll see us tomorrow. Awesome stuff. Cheers.